The Supreme Court, sitting as a presidential electoral tribunal, has junked the electoral protest lodged by former Senator Bongbong Marcos against Vice President Leni Robredo. This is according to some sources familiar with the matter. Marcos, in the third cause of action of his election protest, claimed that the polls in Maguindanao, Lanao del Sur, and Basilan were attended by terrorism and election fraud. He insisted that he could still claim victory in the vice presidential race if the votes in the said provinces in Mindanao were annulled. But as mentioned, the PET has junked Marcos's petition, putting an end to a 4-year litigation battle that cast doubts on Robredo's victory. Stay tuned here on One News for the latest developments on this story. In line with that, we have with us on the line Attorney Vic Rodriguez, the spokesperson of former Senator Bongbong Marcos. Good afternoon, Attorney Rodriguez. Have you received a copy of the High Court's resolution?
Hi, good afternoon. No, we have not received any copy or formal notice or information yet from the court. That is why we cannot issue any statement regarding the matter as of yet.
All right, so have we heard at all from the former senator regarding this news? And insofar as you're concerned, if that info is not available yet, is anything here surprising?
Well, I'm always in touch with my principal, Senator Bongbong Marcos. And as for your question, remember we still have. That's why we cannot issue any definite statement yet on the matter. As far as we're concerned, what we have pending before the tribunal, the Presidential Electoral Tribunal, are our two courses of action. So which one is or was dismissed? Is it one or the other or both? So we have to wait, and we're still waiting for that official pronouncement and information coming from no less than the tribunal.
Right, so we are still waiting for the official word from the Presidential Electoral Tribunal, but then insofar as what we already do know, what are your planned courses of action insofar as this dismissal is concerned?
Well, we have to wait to get a copy of the decision, and we'll see ano yung mga available legal remedy for us, if any. And again, as I have mentioned, we have to wait for that official pronouncement coming from the tribunal. I was informed that there will be one by 1 p.m. Anytime now. They'll be holding a press briefing.
All right, we're all staying tuned for 1 p.m. That was Attorney Vic Rodriguez. Thank you for your time, Attorney Vic Rodriguez, spokesperson of former Senator Bongbong Marcos. Thank you. We'll be back with more stories after a quick break. Keep it here on One News. Malay. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Charles Lejano. The Supreme Court is holding a press briefing regarding the PAT's decision to dismiss the election protest of Vice Presidential candidate Bongbong Marcos. Let's listen in.
Lawyer for anybody in this particular case, and I'm sorry. I can only provide you with the information given to me and as relayed to you now. Thank you. Yes, Leanne.
Sir, good afternoon. Sir, may we know the gist of the dispositive portion, why it was dismissed?
Hi, Leanne. I was not given a copy yet of the resolution or the resolutions penned by the members of the tribunal. So let's wait for the actual resolution or resolutions of the tribunal, and we will upload it. You will see the reasons in the resolutions that we will upload on our website.
Attorney Brian, may I follow up? Can we know at least yung 7, kung sino yung 7, sino yung 8?
No, I wasn't given that detail also, Lian. Yes, Mike.
Hi. Hi, sir. May we know if this is the first time that the PAT deliberated on the decision, on the proposed decision of the ponente? Can you confirm that the ponente is Justice Leonen?
I cannot confirm that. As I've always said, that the deliberations of the tribunal is strictly confidential and it is privileged. So I can only provide you with the information which I said earlier. Thank you.
But may I confirm, sir, that Justice Leon is still the member in charge of the PAT as of last time you have information on this matter?
Again, medyo ano. Again, if
Can you confirm, sir, that Justice Leonen is still the member in charge of the PAT the last
let's
time
wait
that you
for
have
the
information?
resolution. Because until
All right.
we see the actual resolution, that's the only time that I will be able to see who the member in charge is. I hope
All
you
right.
understand under the internal rules of the Supreme Court, the identity of the member in charge is strictly confidential. Perhaps you can ask the parties because that information is available to them. Thank you, Mike.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yes, Cecil.
Sir, just for clarification lang, the entire case po yun na dismissed?
The protest was dismissed.
Hindi lang sir yung ano, kasi meron pa siyang third cause of action sir yung annulment of votes in 3 provinces in Mindanao. Kasama yun sir sa na-dismiss because that's also included in the protest. Tama ba sir?
Cecil, as I said, I can only provide you with the information that I was told, no? So as far as the announcement is concerned, I already said that the court, the tribunal, unanimously dismissed the electoral protest filed by former Senator Bongbong Marcos against Vice President Leni Robredo. All right?
All right sir.
Last question. Okay, thank you.
Hello, sir.
Parang
Hello. Sir? Sir, without providing, sir, yung ibang detalye ng decision, ma-explain lang po what's the difference of the both of the 7 and 8 justices?
cannot explain. I unfortunately I have not provided a copy of the resolutions yet. No, right now what I was informed was the actual decision of the Supreme Court, the tribunal, to unanimously dismiss the electoral protest. Now, as I said earlier, let's wait for the actual resolutions to be posted in our website, and there you will see the reason or reasons for its dismissal. All right? Thank you. Yeah. Last question.
Sir,
Yes, Tina.
sir, prior to this press conference, were the parties involved in the protest case informed of the decision, or were they already furnished copies of the decision?
As I said, the deliberations of the tribunal is highly confidential. So this is our announcement. So this is the first time that we're announcing this. The parties will be provided copies of the resolutions as usual. It is standard that they will be provided copies of the resolution or the decisions of the tribunal.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Sige, okay. Last question. Okay.
Sorry sir. Sir, would you know kung ilang pages yung main decision at kung meron bang mga ilan ang nag-separate opinion?
As I said, Liana, I was not given a copy of the main decision or any of the decision or resolutions of the tribunal yet. So I cannot answer that question.
Okay sir, thank you.
Thank you. All right.
That was Supreme Court spokesperson Brian Hosaka discussing the dismissal of the election protest lodged by former Senator Bongbong Marcos. Meanwhile, authorities have successfully finished renovating one of the NAIA's runways, which aims to streamline operations at the terminal. Gerard de la Peña reports to us live from NAIA Terminal 2 to give us more details. Gerard, good afternoon. Is the renovated runway already operational?
Charles, the Manila International Airport Authority officially opened one of its rehabilitated runways today. And this runway is expected to facilitate flights between provinces, as well as the facilitation of the much-awaited arrival of vaccines against COVID-19. Well, Charles, this runway is called runway 1331, and this is usually used for domestic flights, but this can also accommodate planes as big as Airbus A320s and A321s. The rehabilitation involved replacement of asphalt overlays, replacement of deteriorated pavement, and painting of guides and markers, among others. Authorities likewise opened a new taxiway that will serve as a shortcut for planes going between terminals and the runway. NAIA General Manager Edmond Real said this solves the congestion problem at the runways, which results in flight delays. But while there are not much flights at the moment, the inactivity at the airport allowed authorities to finish the project ahead of schedule, as well as prepare for the expected surge in demand for travel with the coming of the vaccines. The NAIA has also completed the rehabilitation of the NAIA Terminal 2 to allow for more spaces for both incoming and outgoing passengers. Charles Aviation officials said that it's better to do the minor fixes now while waiting for the private sector who is tasked to take over the operations and maintenance of the entire NAIA complex. Charles.
Thanks for that, Gerard. That was Gerard de la Peña reporting live from the NAIA Terminal 2 in Pasay. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join Sean Yao later at 2 p.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Just register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime and anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. We are One News.